Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video from You Look Okay to Me. It's the Angel of the Hood here, bringing you a video that you've been asking for a really long time. I'm so sorry it's taken so long to get to this, but I just like to make sure it's right, you know? A lot of you, I can imagine as early as I've actually started You Look Okay to Me, were asking me questions about what it's like dating with a chronic illness or any tips and advice for doing so, because it's a unique sort of crossover. And I curved those questions because I'm not really comfortable with speaking about that type of stuff on camera, but then I realised there's a wealth of experience from all sorts of people across social media that could speak about it as well. So in this video, or should I say series of videos, because it's going to be more than one, I'm going to be posing a question about dating with a chronic illness and showing you responses from the people that send me videos in to talk about their experiences. I've talked enough as usual. Before we get into it though, make sure you like this video, comment and subscribe, and share the video around because it really helps out a lot and hopefully will help someone else. But yeah, let's get into it. When is the right time to tell someone that you're dating or you want to date that you have a chronic illness?
When it comes to dating, as a person with a chronic condition, I don't think there are any right or wrong answers. I think it very much depends on you. I think it depends on where you are in your own journey of learning to deal and navigate the chronic illness itself. I think it depends on where you are in the dating world. So if it's, you know, casual dating, I don't think it needs to be a conversation. But with that being said, I don't think having a conversation about chronic illness is a big deal, you know? And it's something that you deal with on a daily basis. So if it comes up in conversation, it comes up in conversation. If you want to talk about it, you want to talk about it. If you don't, you don't.
I don't think there's a right time, but I do think for me, telling them earlier rather than later is advantageous for me. And it's also advantageous for them. If you're dating in a more serious way, looking for a life partner, definitely I think it's something that needs to be brought up early on. And even if you're just looking and don't feel like you're not allowed to, you are also allowed to date casually. If you just want to have a casual encounter with somebody, that's okay too. I think you should do it earlier rather than later and figure out a way that's comfortable for you. I think that it's really important they see you for you and who you are and not your diagnosis. And so it's important to lead with you and who you are and what makes you amazing instead of leading with lupus.
It shouldn't be the first thing that people know about you, I don't think. For a lot of reasons, right? You contain multitudes. It shouldn't be the number one thing about you. However, I do think telling people earlier on is better because it is a huge part of my life. Like, I told Bryce, my current partner, pretty early on. Like, he knew that I was chronically ill. He didn't necessarily know how it affected my daily life or anything until we met in person, and he sort of saw the things that I had to deal with and, you know, experienced me having flares at night and that sort of thing. I do feel like depending on the chronic illness, you are obligated to tell people if you're considering being with them long term and having a serious relationship with them, because it's a part of you, right? And it's a part of your daily life. And if you have a condition like mine where you have flare-ups, you want them to know how they can help you, and leaving them in the dark completely, I don't think is fair.
I don't know if there's ever a right time to tell somebody about my chronic illnesses, but I think that it should be fairly on. I do think that I am obligated to tell people. I personally am pretty open about it on my social media, but it's not necessarily a first date topic that I would choose. It's sort of baggage in a sense. I don't want to say that though, but it kind of is. So like if a guy had a child, I would want to know fairly early on. I also think that in a way it kind of like weeds out the weak, and I get a good vibe of whether or not this person is going to be down for dating somebody who is sick or sick. I don't like to use that terminology. Not that I need to be taken care of. I'm pretty independent, pretty self-sufficient, but is this person going to be somebody who potentially could take care of me? Because the likelihood is that I'm going to need some sort of surgery, or I'm going to have to go to chemo infusion treatment, which I have done in the past. So is this person going to be really kind and really empathetic, I think, is something that I have to consider.
I mean, historically, I've only really told people if like I've had something come up. I haven't like necessarily gone out of my way to like tell someone, you know, not because I'm like ashamed or scared or anything, but it's just like, I don't know, it's not, okay, at least let me say this. I was like pretty healthy, all things considered. Like I hadn't had hospitalization in like years, so it wasn't something that was like part of my daily life. Yes, in a sense it's part of my identity, but it's also not part of my identity, so that's why it's like I wouldn't like bring it up as like, oh, this is me type of thing. I don't know if it makes sense for me to say it's part of my identity, but it's not part of my identity.
I don't think there is a right time. I think the right time is before you make a long-term commitment to them, because I think they have as much of a right to be a part of who you are as you do when you're in partnership with someone. However, I am known as an oversharer, and being that chronic illness and advocacy is my work and my life now, it pretty much comes out on the first date. There is no right time for me. I think the sooner the better though, because if you really want someone to take part in your life and you are committed to creating a real commitment with someone, then they have the right to know who you really are.
So I didn't tell anyone, you know, that I was keeping it casual with before Miguel, but it was probably like, I don't know, 3 dates in or something that I was just like I came on very serious and he thought I was like dying or something, but I was just like, you know, I just try to keep it real with him and tell him that, you know, I'm chronically ill, I have a ton of limitations, and that's just how it is. Like I wanted to make it clear early on because it's not going away. Nothing's going to change. It's just either you're here for it or you're not. You're signing up for it or you can leave. Like that's that's all it is, because I wasn't going to waste his time. He wasn't going to waste any of my energy if he wasn't down to really support me. I think that's really important, is being honest really early on and having really high standards for what you need, because we all have a lot more needs than most people.
I don't know if there's a right time of telling people. I definitely don't think you're obliged to tell anyone, especially if it's sort of just loose dates or really early on or things like that. No one's obliged to know anything about you, especially not chronic illness and medical complications that you don't feel comfortable with sharing. I have found that being open, especially within a long-term relationship, it opens up this connection that I didn't really know existed beforehand.
Thank you so much for watching that video. I really hope you enjoyed it and got something from it. And thank you so much to everyone that submitted a video to be in this video. I've put all of their social handles in the description box below, so please follow them. They're all amazing people. If you liked this video, make sure you like the video or thumbs up or whatever it is. Subscribe and follow You Look Okay to Me on all social platforms, and turn on the notification bell so you can be made aware of whenever I upload a video. Once again, thanks so much for watching that video, and I'll see you in the next one.